Buenos dias. This morning's reading is from the Great Little Book, Part 2, and it is the fifth vow of success. The sun doesn't always shine. The grapes are not always ripe. The grave diggers are not always idle, and peace does not. What the fuck? The fuck, man? Ah, too early, I suppose. Buenos dias from Stone Mountain State Park in North Carolina. This morning's reading is for the Great Little Book, Part 2, and it is the fifth vow of success. The sun does not always shine. The grapes are not always ripe. The grave diggers are not always idle, and peace does not always reign. Now, regretfully, I recognize another truth. Although I already tasted the heady sick wine of success, heady, heady. Through these scrolls, I now know that I cannot expect to walk through the remainder of my days on mountain peaks. No matter how much I try, how much I persist and excel in my chosen work, there will be still days and weeks and months when everything I attempt results in frustration and failure. All of us, even the most mighty and heroic, spend too many of our days living in the fears of failure. Do we possess sacks of gold and precious gems? They are not enough. Others have more. Are we protected and safe? Safe from what? Disease? Unemployment? Robbery? Do we have many friends and family who loved us? Is friendship ever to be trusted? Will their love endure? The fear of adversity leading to failure casts a terrible shadow on all the days of our life. Its shape and colors are varied, imaginary and real, confused and clear, temporary and permanent. Adversity terrorizes the worker struggling to keep his job, the father praying that he can feed his family, the merchant hoping he will sell his goods, the soldier leading others into battle. It tortures everyone alike, prince and pauper, sage and fool, saint and criminal. Before, I had no knowledge of how to deal with adversity, and the wounds I received from my defeats were serious enough to cloud my hopes and destroy my ambitions. No more. This is a new life, and now I know the secret of profiting from my defeats whenever they fall upon me. Always will I seek the seed of triumph in every adversity. There is no better school than adversity. Every defeat, every heartbreak, every loss contains its own seed, its own lesson on how to improve my performance next time. Never again will I contribute to my downfall by refusing to face the truth and learn from my past mistakes. Experience is the most valuable extract of suffering, and yet, one of the terrible conditions of this life is that its wisdom cannot be transferred to another. All must attain their own school, and for each, the lessons are different. There is no other way. Adversity is always the first path to truth, however, and I am prepared to learn whatever I need to know in order to improve the condition of my life. Always will I seek the seed of triumph in every adversity. I am better prepared now to deal with any adversity. I understand for the first time how swiftly all deeds and events, good and bad, large and small, pass on, and are no more. The works of a man as well as the works of nature. All things in life are not only in constant state of change, but they are the cause of constant and infinite change in each other. Each day I stand upon a narrow ledge. Behind me is the bottomless abyss of the past. In front is the future that will swallow everything that befalls me today. No matter what fate has in store for me, I know that I will relish it, or I will suffer for only a brief time. So very few understand this obvious truth, while the rest allow their hopes and goals to vanish as soon as tragedy strikes. These unfortunate people carry with them, until they die, their own bed of thorns and look to others every day for sympathy and attention. Adversity will never destroy the person with courage and faith. All of us are tested in the furnace of disaster, and all of us emerge. I will emerge. Gold can remain for a month in fiery coals without losing a grain, and I am more precious than any gold. All things shall pass. Always would I seek the seed of triumph in every adversity. Now I can see that adversity has many benefits. It is recognized. It is the only scale on which I can weigh those who profess to be my friends and learn the truth. It is also the state in which I almost easily become acquainted with my inner self, and it has the wondrous ability of drawing out talents in me which in prosperous circumstances would have likely remained dormant. Adversity is within us from birth to burial. The gem cannot be polished without friction, and I cannot be perfected without trials. I admit that it has done me good to be parched by the heat and drenched by the rain of life, and yet I confess that every adversity I have suffered has always been followed by my cries of anger and resentments against heaven. Why should God do such terrible things to me? Why did God deprive me of one thing or another which was so important to me? Now I know there are no times in life when opportunity, the chance to be and do, gather so richly about my soul as when it has to suffer cruel adversity. Then everything depends on whether I raise my head or lower it in seeking help. If I resort to mere expedients and tricks, the opportunity is forever lost, and I will come out no richer, no greater, nay, perhaps harder and poorer, smaller for my pain. But if I turn to God, and I will from now on, any time of adversity can be transformed into a triumphant turning point of my life. Always will I seek the seed of triumph in every adversity. Whenever I'm struck down in the future by a terrible defeat, I will always inquire of myself after the first pain has passed. How can I turn this adversity into good? What a great opportunity that moment might present to take the bitter root that I'm holding and transform it into a fragrant garden of flowers. Always would I seek the seed of triumph in every adversity. Wow. I hope you enjoyed this reading, and I hope you have a wonderful day today. I love you.